What's up, guys? It's Gaz, and welcome to the Warframe video. So, like I said yesterday, waiting on that info from DE on what's going on with Railjack and Empyrean and Lich System and blah blah blah. So, I thought we could do a fun idea for a video today. We're actually going to revisit an old video from 2019. It was actually 6 months ago. So the video we'll be referencing in this one is this one, guys. So, the Gunsen hybrid build combo information video that I did last year. I did a review on the Gunsen last year, and I said, oh man, this thing's really good, but it has terrible range. So after Melee 3.0 came out, they basically didn't normalize the range, but they changed it up a little bit. So close range melee weapons like the Gunsen, these Warfans that we'll be going over today, those actually get a pretty big benefit from primed reach and from range riven mods. So yeah, that's what we're going to briefly be going over today. I'm going to show also the build from that video that I used nowadays versus the build I'm using currently. And we'll see comparison on kill times and stuff. So I'll just quickly go over the Gunsen, the initial stats and all that, because this thing's actually really, really good now. I'm surprised. We should be getting a Warfan skin pretty soon here too, so it might be time to pick one of these up. So we've got an attack speed of 1.17. These are the only Warfan type weapons in the game currently. We've got 16% critical chance, 2x multiplier, so you'd look at those crit stats and be like, that's kind of bad crit stats. And I would actually agree with you on that, because when you look at that 28% status chance, you're like, okay, this is probably supposed to be a status weapon, but honestly, that crit's good enough, you could make a hybrid setup work to some degree, and that's why we recommended to you in this video. We're going to do a hybrid status crit setup, so yeah. And with that really high status chance of 28%, we also have the 128 slash damage, making it so slash procs are very common, and our range is 1.7 meters, which was actually buffed from the previous value by a lot. So this is like triple the range it was before. Also, we have the heavy attacks doing 320 times 2. This thing does appear to have guaranteed slash procs on the heavy attacks, so yeah, you can keep that one in mind as well. So a couple of the problems I was having with the weapon before was actually part of the stance. So this combo right here, that fan right there where I spin around and I fan my character, that used to be something you were stuck into. Now you can actually just jump out of it by mashing the melee button. So that was a really good change. You only get stuck in the fanning animation if you want to now, so that's really good. See, like, I'm doing the same combo and not getting the fanning animation. And even if I do start doing the fanning animation, I can hit melee again to jump out of it. So one of the big weaknesses patched up. The range got tripled. That's patching up a weakness. Let's just quickly show it on like one bombard or whatever, just so we're not getting crazy combo numbers we're not supposed to. I'm going to show the 2020 build versus the 2019 build as well. So the build I'm currently using is a viral crit hybrid with no ribbon. The only thing that'll have the ribbon in this gameplay, guys, is the Kuva Lich mission at the end. So we were able to kill that bombard relatively easily with those slash procs and the viral. So yeah, honestly, they're underrated. And since they had, like, I'm not gonna say they have good range, because like this is the 2019 build we just used there. For this one, I put prime reach in here at 4.7, and the range ribbons seem like they can go up to like 2.3, 2.5. So you can get like about 7 meters of range out of this thing with a ribbon as well. So let's quickly show this. Also, guys, I know that a long time ago they said they were going to put a stack on condition overload. Apparently, they never actually did that. So condition overload's acceptable to use. I wouldn't say it's a one-size-fits-all on every build nowadays, but you can either choose to use prime pressure point or condition overload. For this weapon, I'm probably going to use condition overload because we have pretty good status chance, and it's just been working out pretty well. So for normal missions, I would always say prime pressure point is the way to go. And yeah, I don't really value Blood Rush as much anymore. Maybe in some like super long runs, but I mean, I did a level 500 run the other day, and I don't think people were using Blood Rush. So yeah. Alright, he's not paused, he's just really stupid. And like some of the combos, that one combo right there I just did, the block combo, that pushes enemies off the ledge. I don't think it's going to be really useful to do that in missions. I also don't remember that combo being there before. This might be a new combo they added, where you throw the fans forward. I would not recommend that one. My main recommendations for combos, guys, are basically just the spamming one. The spamming one's really good. And then we've also got the forward holding one that I was showing at the beginning of the video, where you do like the flip and all that. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And honestly, like they used to have like a bunch of the weapons got their forced procs removed from the combos, but this one seems to have most of them still. Let's see the notes right here. Scathing Plume hits directly. Death Mark has 100% bonus puncture damage. Okay, so this still has some guaranteed slash proc on it, which is nice, and it shreds high-level enemies. Let's quickly show the 2019 build versus the 2020 build. So here's 2019 first. This is the exact build I had in that video I was referencing. So we got Blood Rush, Pressure Point, and Condition Overload. This is 2019 for you right here. Surprised there isn't a Miming Strike on this build, right? So we got 8 Corrupted Heavy Bombards, and yeah, since it's a Blood Rush build, we're not going to be doing a lot of damage off the bat. You do need to build up a little bit here, because obviously we're not getting a lot of yellow crits either, because we're rocking that 16% base critical chance. So once we get to like a 10x or a 12x multiplier, sure, we'll be critting a lot, but unfortunately, that is not really realistic unless you're using like Neuromon or building for combo duration and playing pretty much melee only. And you better hope that your teammates don't KS you on that guy you're about to hit with your melee. So as you see right here, we're at 11x multiplier. This guy's dying relatively nice. So that's the 2019 build. I would not recommend that in 2020, but hey, it still worked on those level 170s, so no real big complaints there. Now we've got the 2020 build. This is what I normally would be recommending. Sacrificial Steel and some crit damage. And we run a Condition Overload because I think it works pretty well on this thing, actually. So, also just showing the Wisp build just to show there's no corrosive projection. And yeah, guys, I actually really like these things. They're only Master Rank 8, but I mean, they're really good. There's a lot of weapons that have become really good recently. Like I think the Thibodeau Prime, they didn't even change a Thibodeau Prime, but that feels pretty nice to use in my opinion. Also, I mean, the Fragor Prime did get heavily buffed. That thing just is stupid feeling. It's a hilarious stupid feeling to use the Fragor Prime. Like I honestly, I did like a two-hour survival run for Kuva Survival the other day. Dude, the Fragor Prime was like 2-shine level 500 enemies. We had 4 corrosive projections, so you'd expect that to happen. But yeah, the Fragor Prime is really, really good. And so is the Redeemer Prime. The Redeemer Prime like is different than before for sure, but it's still really, really powerful. So let's get into that gameplay. I'm using my Riven in here, guys. So we got a critical chance range minus infested Riven. So without sacrificial, it's basically like a sacrificial steel. With sacrificial steel on here, it's like 90-something crit chance. So yeah, I basically just replaced sacrificial steel in my build with my Riven, which gives me 2 more meters of range as well. And we're gonna do a Lich mission. These are like the kinds of gameplays that a lot of people are doing nowadays. There's also the Veil Termina enemies. These are good against the or Veil Proxima, sorry. There's also the Veil Proxima boarding parties. I have tried these against the Veil Proxima boarding parties. These are really good. The Fang Prime are also very good if they're guaranteed slash procs. Basically, viral slash combination is really powerful against the Veil Termina enemies because it doesn't seem like corrosive procs work on them, first off. And then if you have their stupidly high HP and then do a slash proc that ignores their armor, there you go. That Veil Termina enemy is definitely much easier to manage than he was before. So, but yeah, don't worry about that for Lich missions. In Lich missions, you're going to like annihilate everything with any weapon I'd recommend on this channel with a good build. So, yeah, I'm just like seeing how many hits it takes to kill the Heavy Gunner. Both of those non-crit attacks did like nothing to her health bar, but then the actual crit did 44k. So, yeah. This is relatively nice, but like I said, with a Riven. So, you won't be seeing as many crits without a critical chance Riven, but like I said, you can run Sacrificial Steel in that slot, and it will be the same crit chance, actually. So, you know, you will actually see as many crits as me. But you also might get knocked into that vat of lava like I did as well. So, yeah, guys. So the reason I'm doing this, and like we're comparing a build from 2020, is like I've actually been thinking about this recently. And I mean, I've been thinking about this a lot, actually, with Warframe content creation on YouTube. So you know how like DE changes the game a bunch, or like they're supposed to be changing the game a bunch? It kind of invalidates videos from like 5-6 months back a lot of the time. Like I made a Plague Star guide for last year, and there was like some Zaw recommendations in there, and that was the current Zaw meta I was recommending. And now if you were to remake those exact Zaws in 2020, they wouldn't be as good at all, because Maiming Strike's not a thing anymore. And like you want to go higher crit, you don't want to go as high in status. You can still go into status, but crit's gonna really help you out. That's why like I'm building these things for hybrid too. The pure status build on this is not as good as you would want it to be. So yeah, that's why I'm like, let's take a look at what we were doing in 2020 with this thing, and we'll bring it to you take a look at it in 2019. We'll move it to 2020 and see what's going on. And honestly, they're much better. They did what I'd wanted. They didn't make it where it's like Katana from Mortal Kombat where you throw the fans around. But hey, I guess you kind of do with that one combo I didn't like. So, you know, all my wishes have been granted. They added a secret weapon in the Sentient Tile set. They made you throw the Gunsen like Katana. They still need to like fix Railjack, but you know that's like the fourth wish on my list. Okay, they'll get to that one eventually, like sometime soon, hopefully. Oh, also let's change those liches up too while we're at it, right? All right, guys. I mean, this is pretty much what you're doing in the lich missions. A quick little tip for you before I get into that lich video in the future is don't insta-kill your lich. Make sure that the lich can spawn some thralls for you. Of course, you can't control your teammates, and your teammates are going to be able to insta-kill that level 1 lich like it's nothing most of the time. So, I mean, if everyone realizes not to insta-kill the lich so it can spawn more thralls for everybody, that could be nice, but hey. There's no tutorial. There is actually a tutorial for Cuba Liches, funny enough, but it's not a good tutorial. It doesn't tell you the good strats, so that's what we're trying to get out for you as soon as DE gives me some info on what's going on with 2020. So, yeah, I'm not burnt out at all, guys. I know a lot of people are feeling really burnt out lately. Hey, you know there's other games out there. I wish that wasn't the case, and I didn't have to say that, because we put so much time and money into this game, but, like, I mean, it's not like DE can make the game better while they're on Christmas break, so that's how we should look at it, at least in my opinion. And it will become better in the future, I really hope. So, yeah. These things are good, though. They don't need to become better in the future. They're just good enough. A Gunsen Prime sure would be sick, so I'll definitely sign up for that one. Yeah. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And, yeah, I will see you tomorrow, and maybe even tonight with the Twitch stream. So, make sure you check out that Twitch channel as well, twitch.tv/Gaz_TTV, and you guys take it easy. Peace.